Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to choose my February TBR. For this month, I think I'm going to do things a little bit differently. We're gonna pick my normal 5 prompts. I'm going to choose 2 books for each prompt. I will disguise the covers. I'll pick a main color from the cover and then put like an emoji on top of it and send each book pair to my partner and let him choose my official monthly TBR. For January, I honestly did not do that great with my physical TBR. I've been in a bit of a slump. I decided to read a really thick book. I think the book was about 850 pages. And so I spent most of January trying to get through that one, working my way through it. I still have these 3 and Malinali left. So I really only read 2 books from my January TBR. We have about 7 days left, so we'll see if I read any more. Was not the best reading month for me. Still kind of fighting a slump, trying to figure it out, but hopefully February will be better. I haven't looked for a February release yet to add to the TBR. If I find one before this video goes up, I'll put it on the screen here. Other than that, let's get started picking some prompts. Usually I take the top 5 cards, but I think this time I just want to pick random cards from the deck. So let's choose prompt number 1. Okay, it's a jack. So a jack means that I have to unhaul a book and then draw another prompt. I'm gonna be honest, I just did a book unhaul and cleared a bunch of books from my shelf. So I think for now, I don't want to get rid of anything yet. I am just going to put this one back and pick a new prompt. This might be cheating, but I just went through them. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I do really want to get rid of. So let's try a different prompt. We have the 6 of spades. Okay, this is not going great. We're gonna put this one back as well. This one says partner picks, and he's already picking all 5 of my books this month, so we're gonna skip that one too. Okay. Let's go first prompt of the video. We have the 4 of spades. 4 of spades is a genre I don't read. So for genre I don't read, I am immediately thinking of a mystery thriller, a horror, a sci-fi, a classic. Those are all genres that I dabble in here or there, but I don't read very consistently from. So let's see if I can find a few books. Okay, so I have a whole stack of options here. We have the Saturday Night Ghost Club by Craig Davidson. This is a mystery. We have My Sister the Serial Killer by oyinkan Braithwaite. I still don't know if this is how you say her name. On the back, it mentions that the main character's sister has killed her 3rd boyfriend in a row. And then I guess it's a testament of sister loyalty and relationships. I've heard really good things about this, and I read Cursed Daughters by this author and absolutely loved it. Then this book, I feel like I talk about it every single TBR video, but it is The Impusium by Olga Tokarczuk. This one is a horror novel that takes place at a health resort. This has been on multiple TBRs of mine, and I just still haven't gotten around to reading it. We have The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark. This, I think, is a thriller, and it follows this girl who has to finish her father's last story, but I think the father is writing a true story about himself. And then finally, we have Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. This is a YA thriller that follows a girl who is hit in a hit and run, I believe, who spent her last 7 days trying to determine who her murderer is. So these are our options. let's pick 2 to send to my partner. So this was honestly a really tough choice. As I was describing a lot of these, they all felt a little exciting for me. I honestly think some of these might be what I need to break out of my reading slump. So I might end up picking up one of these after I finish filming this video. But the 2 options we are going to go with are Not Quite Dead Yet and My Sister the Serial Killer. Prompt number 2 is the 3 of Diamonds. 3 of Diamonds is a Herkied prompt. Let me see what I still have left. I picked out 5 options, and then I have one sitting in another room right now that I will also include on this list. We have The Color Purple by Alice Walker. This fulfills the play adaptation and the award season prompt for Herkied. We have Good and Evil and Other Stories by Samantha Schweblin. This fulfills the translated prompts, both in the translated prompt category and the readathon category. We have The Inheritance of Orquidea Divina by Zoraida Cordova. This will fulfill the BIPOC author and the South American prompts. We have Under the Same Stars by Libba Bray. This one will fulfill the Q's Reviews and Rex mini review prompt. And then I don't remember what the second prompt this applies to. Oh, this applies to the award season prompt as well. We have One Golden Summer by Carley Fortune. This I would include in a small booktuber rec prompt, as well as the second book for my duology in the series Staircase. And then finally, we have Fake Skating, which fulfills the award season prompt. And I honestly don't know if it has a second prompt that it satisfies. I'm sure I can find the spot for it eventually, but yeah, I don't have one off the top of my head that applies to. The 2 that I'm going to send to my partner, I think are going to be The Color Purple and The Inheritance of Orquidea Divina. I was really debating putting One Golden Summer in this because I am trying to pick books and find books that I think will be shorter, that will be a little bit easier for me to get through. But I think these 2 are a little bit harder to satisfy. These squares that these hit have been bugging me for a while, and I just think I should get it off my list immediately. So these are the 2 options for prompt number 2. Prompt number 3, go for one in the middle. I don't remember where I picked last time, so let's go for this. It is the 10 of Hearts. So 10 of Hearts is a pretty cover. Okay, so I pulled out a bunch. We have Passion Project by London Sperry. Then we have One Golden Summer by Carley Fortune. I just pulled this out, but the summer sunset ocean is absolutely stunning. I really like the cover of this, Attached at the Hip by Christine Riccio, I think. It says it's a romantic twist on the classic Survivor game. I absolutely love Survivor. I think that this cover is stunning. The beach, the palm trees, the sunset colors. Then we have The Passengers on the Hankyu Line by Hiro Arigawa. This one is a Japanese translated fiction. This cover I thought was gorgeous with the train and the cherry blossoms. We have When You Wish Upon a Lantern by Gloria Chow. This one was pretty with all of the lanterns in there. It gives a very Tangled vibe. And then finally we have The Sirens by Emilia Hart. I love the sea cover. I love the sprayed edges that match that vibe. So I thought this one was really gorgeous too. I think out of those, the 2 options I'm going to go with are Attached at the Hip and The Sirens. So we're going to send these to my partner and see which one he chooses. Prompt number 4. Let's pick one from the front. Let's go right here. We have the Two of Diamonds. Okay, Two of Diamonds is a romance book. I specifically changed this prompt to romance. I think originally before the video started, this was a screen adaptation, but I changed it to romance because it's February, it's Valentine's Day, and I just need something that's easy to get through right now. The goal is just to get back into the swing of reading. So let me choose some romance books. Okay, so on our stack of romance books, we again have One Golden Summer. Moving on from that, we also already talked about When You Wish Upon a Lantern. Then we have Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams. This is the third book in the When in Rome series. I really liked book 2. I didn't like book 1. Then we have Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. This is the first book in, I want to say, a trilogy. I'm not entirely sure if this is fully a romance or if it's more of a domestic fiction, a woman's fiction. The back does very much give romance, though it sounds like a second chance romance. And then the final one is the 5 Stages of Courting Dalisay Ramos. This is a Filipino romance that I saw on Book Outlet, I believe. I have been really looking for Filipino books. I have heard absolutely nobody speak of this ever, so I'm excited to try it out and see how this one goes. I think very obviously, very easily, this is the romance that I am most excited to read, most interested in reading, so this is going to be option 1. And then option 2, I kind of think I should pick one of these because I keep bringing it up and I keep bringing them back, especially One Golden Summer. I think I'll make this the second choice because I have brought this up in pretty much every prompt so far. I can't tell if I actually want to read this, if I'm in the mood to read this at the moment. I was excited to read it for a while, but the amount of hype that surrounds this book kind of freaks me out and is making me be a bit spiteful and unsure of it. I don't know, maybe I should put this on the options and then see what happens. Even as I'm drawing prompts and being unsure about this book, I still keep putting it in the list of options. So I think I'll put it in for romance and see what happens. These are our 2 picks for the romance category. And then our last and final prompt is the Ace of Clubs. So the Ace of Clubs is a bookshelf scavenger hunt. Because I need to get 2 choices for my partner to pick between, I am going to skip this one because I don't have enough prompts for my bookshelf scavenger hunt to be able to do this twice. Let's skip that, pick a new one. It is the 6 of Clubs. 6 of Clubs is a book that will make you cry. Good, good. Add a little bit of depression into this. Okay, so when it comes to books that will make you cry, I am not entirely sure about any of these on the list. I've seen some reviews and people talking, saying that they have cried to this book, so I don't know if it will hit me or if it won't, but these are the ones that I know somebody has cried to. We have Blue Sisters by Coco Malore. This, I believe, is a book about grief. It's a book about sister relationships. We have If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about it. Some people saying that it absolutely devastated them. Some people saying that it was completely cringy. I've never read it before. I honestly bought it because of the cover and it was really stunning. I've been very weary of picking it up since, but I am still kind of intrigued to see which side I will fall on. I know a lot of people are bothered by the fact that she wears a tiara throughout this, but I feel like that is a detail that my brain would just dump out and ignore. There's this one. Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe. I think this is a sapphic Asian book in the 1970s. Nope, further back. the 1950s. It follows Chinese Americans and them dealing with the Red Scare paranoia during this time, as well as just the LGBTQ plus discrimination. The only one I'm fairly confident will probably get me is 19 Minutes by Jodi Picoult. This book follows a school shooting. I've only read one other novel by Jodi Picoult before, and that was My Sister's Keeper. That one didn't make me cry, but it was very sad. It was very devastating. And this one, being more obviously sad, kind of makes me think it will get me. And then finally, the last option is A Man Called Ove by Fredrik Backman. I don't know if this is inherently a sad book. I'm not sure what it's about. I believe I saw a couple booktubers saying that they cried at the ending of this. So I put this as an option on the list. I think out of these 5, I am going to go with Jodi Picoult, 19 Minutes, and A Man Called Ove. So these are the final 2 options I will be sending to my partner. I am going to take pictures of these covers, send them to him, and I will get back to you when he responds. Hey guys, as you can tell by the complete change in lighting, it's been a solid like 5 hours since I filmed that last clip. Honestly, my partner answered fairly quickly. We just got distracted and ended up watching a bunch of shows, so I never got around to filming the second part. So on the first prompt, we had a book that is a genre I don't normally read, and the options were Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson or My Sister the Serial Killer by oyinkan Braithwaite, and he chose Not Quite Dead Yet. Then we had books that fulfilled Herkiad prompts, and the options were The Color Purple or The Inheritance of Orquidea Divina, and he chose The Inheritance. Next, we had books that have pretty colors. Option 1 was The Sirens by Emilia Hart, and the other one was Attached at the Hip by Riccio, and he chose The Sirens. Then prompt 4 was a romance book. We had One Golden Summer or The 5 Stages of Courting Dalisay Ramos, and he chose The 5 Stages. And then finally, we had a book that'll make you cry, and the options were A Man Called Ove by Fredrik Backman or 19 Minutes by Jodi Picoult, and he chose 19 Minutes. So this is what our February TBR is looking like. We've got 5 books here, a fairly good range and mix of genres. I'm excited. Hopefully these can help break me out of my current reading slump. So with that, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what is on your February TBR. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!